Just a minute, sir. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you to another session of our industry-oriented training on Python programming for AI and data analytics. In our previous session, we explored how programs make decisions using conditional statements. Today, we take the next step by learning how to make programs perform repetitive tasks efficiently through looping structures. Today's lecture will cover for loops, while loops, break, continue, and nested loops. Loops are among the most powerful features of any programming language, allowing us to automate repetitive operations, process large amounts of data, and write cleaner, more efficient code. Whether you're analyzing data sets, training machine learning models, or developing software, looping structures are used extensively in real-world applications. Throughout today's session, you'll learn not only how these loops work, but also when to use each one effectively. Understanding the flow of iteration and control statements will help you write more logical and optimized programs. I encourage everyone to code along with the examples, experiment with different looping techniques, and actively participate throughout the session. Every program you write today will strengthen your logical thinking and prepare you for more advanced programming concepts. It's my pleasure to welcome our esteemed mentor and speaker, Dr. Meher Chand, Associate Professor at Baba Farid College of Engineering and Technology, Bathinda. His expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, computational sciences, and industry oriented Python training continues to provide participants with practical knowledge and valuable insights. With great pleasure, I invite Dr. Meherchan to kindly lead us into today's session. Over to you, sir.
Uh, Thanks, dear Face. Good evening, all of the participants, and welcome back to in this session. And I hope that yesterday's content which I provide you, and later on one more file I have provided you how you can check the A1 or prime or composite numbers. And I hope that you have tried all these file and later file including prime numbers and composite number. Uh, in this file, some of the functions, just like loops or uh, other conditions are applied here. So that file will be more fruitful after the attending the today's session. Okay, so here we are going to talk about the use of loops in the programming. So many times we have performed a task repeatedly, and in that case, we have to apply loop. There are two types. One is for loop, and then we have the while loop, and also there is a nested loop. Okay, so there are some more features about all these, and let's discuss all these one by one. First, I am going to share my screen. Okay, and the entire session will be remain hands on. And I hope you can see this is my desktop. Okay, and I am taking a new file. I am opening here, new file. Okay, so here we can give the name of this file, rename. So here I give the name loops. Okay, so this is the file name. Then after we can have unclick and toggle John. Okay, so here we will discuss various examples by using this file. And yes, So the syntax of the for loop in Python is very quite simple. Just this is the first example. Okay, this is the example one. Print the number from 1 to 10. If you want to print the number, a very simple example we are taking in the very beginning, print the number from 1 to 10. Okay, so how we can write for loop in Python? Very simple. For I in range. Okay, so we have the range from 1 comma 11. Okay, so then after we will print I. Okay, print I. So along with the we have to use here colon sign. Okay, if you are using the colon sign, just 1 minute. Here is a mistake. Yeah, it's fine now. This code is correct now. Okay, we have to check the indent. If your indent is automatically at the right place, we can say that our code is perfect. So when I will execute this statement, control and enter, we can see for I in range. Okay, starting from 1 up to 11, but from this place 1 will be less. Okay, in Python. So you can see we have the numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, if you are using by default 10, control and enter, this will be go to up to 9. Okay, for 11, we for 10, we are required 1 to 11, since one letter will be less. This is the very simple example, print the numbers from 1 to 10. If you are required to print the even numbers only. Okay, so in the case of even number, we can start from 2 and we can take any number, any range, but the difference between each consecutive number must be 2. If it is starting from 2 and step size we are taking 2, then all these will be even number. For example, I in range, and if we are starting from 2, then comma, you can take any number 45. 45 is a large number. We can take 21. Okay, then here we are taking the step size is 2. Then colon sign, enter, print I. Okay, I is the index variable. Okay, and so control and enter. You can see these are the even numbers only. So here I will give the command hash print even numbers. Okay, so this is the way you can do if you are taking the large number. Okay, 45, control and enter. So all these number will be even up to 45. Okay, but 45 is not a even number, so it will be go to up to 44. You can see. So in this way, we can use for loop. Okay, this is the use of for loop. I can give the section here. Use of for loop. Okay, and mark down. If you want to bold, you can do. Then hash. Okay, so this is the first type. Type 1. Control and okay. Then we can have in the same way you can print the odd number also. And what you will do, you have to start from odd number. Just like you can have very simple example. If you want to print only odd number, what you will do? You will start from 1. Okay. And step size we have to keep same. And suppose that this is 25. And C, control and N. So all the numbers are odd. So you have to fix the range. But we have to start from 1 and take the difference. This is the step size. Okay. So um, 2 will be added in each consecutive number. Okay. So in this way, you can write all odd numbers according to the given range number. Very simple. Sometimes if you want to write multiplication table, there also we can we can use this for loop, and very quite simple. So here we have the mixture of like string input function. We have to convert the input function to the integer. Okay, and placeholder value also. So this will help us to write the table. And see the example. See the example. So what we are doing here, we want to write multiplication table. Okay, we want to write multiplication table. Okay, so quite simple. We will start to give the input number. Number is equal to int. Okay, number must be integer, and we want to use the input function also. Okay, so input always generate the string, but we are required only integer numerical value. That's why we have to convert the number, a string into the number. Okay, and here we want to enter the value. So enter a number, whatever number you can enter here. Okay, so by entering the number, we want to write the table of any number. So here we want to use for loop, for I in range. So this is the syntax, and in the previous examples also we are using the same, and we can take from 1 to 11. Okay, so then enter here. Colon sign is missing. Okay, so your cursor must be here. Now you can see this is the correct place. So if there is any mistake, we can, if you are using and you are familiar about the intent, in the last lecture also we have discussed about the same, and here also you can see. Okay, so see the syntax how we are using print function is there. Then you are familiar about this function f. Then we have the placeholder value, which is number, which is number. Okay, and then after we want to multiply times. Okay, and here is also again we have placeholder value which we want to pass here, that is I. Okay, and equal to, here is also again we have the placeholder value. Okay, also this f function works like a function. Uh, you know all these the things which we are entering here are string. Okay, but if you are using the simple string, where in that case we are not able to write operators, but here whatever we will write, this will work according to the operation, okay, which we want to apply. So here we want to write the table of any number. Okay, so here you will pass the value number, then this is the sign of the product I. Okay, and close by using single quote. So it's depend upon you whether you are using the single quote sign or the double quote sign, both will work properly. Okay. So now here is the statement is complete. Control and enter. It's asking about to enter the value. Suppose I'm entering the value is 2. So here you can see 2 by 1, 2 by 2, 2 by 3, 2 by 4, 2 by 5, and so on. The table of 2 we have. Okay. Again, if you will execute, you can enter any value. I'm entering here 5. Control, then enter. So this is the table of 5. If you want to enter 8. So this is the table of 8. Now the you need to observe here. Actually, sometimes in the previous session, you have the doubt. But here you can see one more interesting thing, which is the multiplication. This is the one type of the operation. Operator we are using here, multiplication. And that is possible here in the same string, and we have the equal. Okay, but the same thing which we are managing here, like in this way, we want to print, not possible by using only the simple string for print. But here, if you are using the placeholder values, other things are possible by using f function. Okay, so see the syntax very carefully, and you can try for various prompts in a different way. Any doubt? Any question, please?
गुड इवनिंग सर। सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था, जो ऊपर आपने इवन नंबर में 223 एंड 2 लिखा, एंड ओड में भी आपने 125 एंड इवन नंबर डाला, तो 2 इवन नंबर में कैसे, मतलब मेरे को ये
Just,
समझ आ रहा।
just, just
यस यस
here.
सर, ये ओड नंबर में 2 डाला पीछे, तो इस 2 का क्या मीनिंग है ये?
Actually, this is the step size. This is the step size. You can see the difference between any two consecutive number, 1 and 3. The difference is 2. That if you will choose any two number, just like 5 and 7, difference is 2. So this is the step size that, okay.
ओके
In
ओके
each number, the 2 number is incremented, 2 number is added. Okay, if you will start from the odd number, and if you are adding even number, even like 2 is even number, so odd number plus even will be always odd number. Okay, so here we have, this is the step size, the value which will be added in this number. Okay, so 1, then 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 2 5, and so on. In this way this will be generated. Okay, for here the for loop means to add the number for next to get the next value. Similarly,
ओके सर।
got it? Similarly, you can see here the number
यस
is
सर यस।
starting 2. Okay, and this is the step size. So 2 plus 2, then again 2 will go up to when we achieve this number. Okay, so the last value will be 44. If you will add 2 one more time, that will be 46, but we have given the range is 45. Okay, within this range, how many even number will be there? Got it?
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
Yes. If you want to add any number, just like we have the example, uh, sum of first n numbers. Okay, what you want to assign? Sum of first n number, just like sum of first 50 number, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to plus 50. Sum of first 100 number, 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on, plus 99 plus 100. Okay, how you can write the program here? Very simple. We are entering the value. Okay, so here the number will be the integer. Okay, we are using the input function. This is the input function, and here we will ask the enter number. Okay, so string will be used here. Okay, it's your choice whether you are using the single quote sign or double quote sign. Both have same meaning. Okay, enter number. So we will ask to enter the number. Okay, then here s is equal to, we have to initialize s is equal to 0. Then for I in range, okay, 1 comma n plus 1, n plus 1. Okay, we have the value, the variable n. Okay, so then you are familiar about s plus 1 plus is equal to I, is equal to I. Okay, s plus is equal to I. Then print. Then use the print function. Okay, sum is equal to sum is equal to comma s. Okay, so first we check by entering the value, and then we will discuss about the syntax. Suppose that I am typing here 5 only. Okay, I am entering 5 only. Okay, for I in range, sum is equal to, okay, and if I do like in this way, control enter 5. Yes. Okay, so see here, what is happening? We enter the value 5. Okay, we enter the value 5. So here we have the range is from 1 to n plus 1. Okay, so n plus 1 means this value will be 6. But when it will be applied, this will be up to 5. Actually, 1 is less here. Okay, that's why we need only 5 values. Okay, so that can be possible. We need one more. Just like you can see here, if we are using here 11, then we have 10 iterations are there. Okay, 10 values are there. So one less value will be there. But if you are entering 5 and you are need first 5 values, then here we need one more value. That's why we have at this place n plus 1. So this is the range 1 to 5, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Okay, now what about this value? What do you mean by this operation? And we have used many examples in the previous session. Can anyone please explain? S plus is equal to I. Anyone?
सर असाइनमेंट ऑपरेटर है ये एडिशन पर
एडिशन असाइन
This will be like in this way. S equal to S plus I. S equal to S plus I. Okay. So here we have the value is I. And when you are using S plus equal to, so we are starting from S equal to 0. This is the initialization value. Okay. So, and I is the first value from this place. This is the first index. So what will be there? The value of I is 1 and S is 0. And this value will be updated and stored inside S. So now S is equal to 1. Then for I equal to 2, okay, the value of I is 2 and that of S is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, and so in this way, this loop will work until we have the value, last value, which is 5. Okay, and this will add. But starting from this is the initialization, which is essential for us. Okay, So if you will do this experiment by taking first you are taking 1. Okay, so this will be 1. If you are taking here 2, the value sum is 3. So the meaning is that this work from this is 1 and this is 3. So actually the value are from 1 to 2. Okay, so first the value of I will be 1. That will be used here. Okay, so s plus 1. But for the initialization, the value of s is 0. So it is 0 plus 1. And value of s will be updated. So the value of s is 1. Then the value of s is at a place when it will take the value of I is equal to 2. The value of I is 2, but that of s is 1. That's why 1 plus 2 is 3. And the value is printed here. Okay, so in this way, this for loop will work and will return the sum of the values. Okay, now if you will again enter, I am taking here 10 value. The sum of first 10 number 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to 10 is 55. If you are entering the sum of first 100 number, the sum of these will be 5050. Okay, sum of first 100 natural number. Okay, if you are entering here 1000, 500, this is the sum of first 1000 number. Okay, so this is the method to write, and very few statements are there to use this for loop to get sum of the series. Okay, this is the sum of the series of natural number, and we are getting the sum according to the given range, and we can do easily. Similarly, do you have any doubt in this example? Any question, please? Any question? No question. Can you suggest to me how we can write the factorial function? Okay, let's say we are trying with the help of your help. Okay, suggest to me what should I do, and I will follow your instructions. Now I think you should have some idea. So now we want to write factorial function, right? We want to write factorial function. Okay, factorial function. So first we are required to enter any one value. It's okay. Then what about the others? Suppose that we need to, the first value is 1. Okay, we have to start from 1. Then here I in the range, we have 1 to n plus 1. We have to keep same. But here what you should do?
प्लस की जगह मल्टीप्लाई आ जाएगा.
Great, good, yes. Okay, and in the place of plus, we are using only this multiplication sign, product sign. Okay, and here you will update factorial. Factorial. Okay, and the value will be updated here inside F. So here also we need F. Only you are required. These are the basic operations which we discussed in the previous sessions. So if you are familiar about all these, and there now you can see the application of the same. Okay, here is the application. What is the meaning of this this operation? This operator, F is equal to F product I. Okay, and initially this is starting from this one. Now understand this operation, how it is working. Once you will understand only these two lines, only these two lines are very important to understand. And you will observe that this first line is same. First statement for loop is same in the above example also. Okay, just we need to understand only this one statement which is changing. Okay, so here,
एक्सक्यूज मी सर।
yes, ma'am.
सर जैसे आई की वैल्यू आपने 1 ली है यहाँ पे, अगर हम आई की वैल्यू 0 से स्टार्ट करें और इसको एन तक चलाएं तो भी सेम ही होगा।
Let's try. We
सर
are
जैसे,
checking.
हाँ जी,
Yes, just a moment. Let's first try. Okay, I am checking here. I am entering here. Yes. So I am taking here 5 factorial and value of 5 factorial is 120. Now, according to you, you are saying that in the place of 0, at the place of 1, if we are taking 0, right? Right? Okay.
यस सर, यस सर।
Why it is 0?
सर मैं ये कहना चाहती थी आपसे कि जैसे हमने आई को 1 से स्टार्ट किया है और n+1 तक चला रहे हैं उसको,
I
और अगर
go.
हम
Okay, okay. We can reduce this value also. We can take only n at a space, right?
यस सर।
Now you are satisfied? Okay. Control and enter.
सर बिकॉज इसमें तो 0 आ गया ना, जैसे मल्टीप्लाई हो रही है
हाँ,
तो वो 0 ही आ गया, मतलब
हाँ,
इसमें तो ये फेल हो गया ये मेथड।
हाँ. Actually, you can see this is the interval. Okay. The value is starting from, we are required to start from 1. Okay. So this is the syntax which we are required to understand how we are using the syntax in Python. Okay, how actually there is a small difference in Python and C or C++. Okay, so here we are required only to understand the syntax which we are using. Actually, in the C or C++, the index is starting from 1. But here in Python, the index is starting from 0. But along with when you are using these values, 1 is less from when you are when you are starting, because this is the interval. Okay, so the value is starting, we want to start from 1, but we are required only 10 values. Okay, so for that, one less is going here. Okay, so here in this example we are taking one more, we are adding one more in n, so that we can have the same value. Okay, so this is the important part, how this input is behave here. Okay, for example, you can see in this table, if we are taking from 1 to 11, okay, starting from 1, but if you are taking here 10, so this is the this number will be taken one less. Okay, so this will go up to 9. Control and enter. See, if you are entering here any value. Okay, up to 9, but we need up to 10. For that, we have to increase here this value. Okay, now from this, you can easily understand. See this example first very carefully. If you are taking the range 1 to 11, okay, this is the I, which is starting from this place, and will go up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 10. In the same way, when you are using here in the factorial, come to this place now. Okay, so if you are using here, what happen? For the in the case of factorial, the first value will be multiplied with the next value, then next value according to the value which we are entering here. Okay, so if the first value will be 0, how we can start from 0? So 0 will convert all the other values into 0. That's why we have the answer is 0. Okay, so we have to initialize from 1. Okay, the initial value we are using here 1. Okay, and this is the range 1 by 1, then 1 by 2, and so on. You will multiply and the values will be updated here. Okay, so this is the way to use the factorial. Each time each value will be multiplied. You got the idea? Now it is
Yes, sir.
clear
Yes, sir.
how we are
Yes, sir.
using. Okay, so now if we control and enter, I'm entering here 5. This is 120. Okay, if you want to check for 1, this is 1. If you want to check it for 2, this is 2. If you want to check for 3, this is 6. Okay, all the things are working well. Okay, if you are entering here for large number, suppose that I have 10. Okay, so all these are working in this way. You got some idea? Okay, also the file which I shared with you yesterday for the prime number or composite number. So this type of the loop are also used there. Okay, and you can easily check all the examples. This today's session will also help you to understand that particular file specifically which I have created. There was one query from one participant how we can detect the prime numbers and composite number. So I try to put about 15 examples, and all of you must try. And this session will help you for the better understanding. After understanding this for loop, while loop, and the other nested loop will help you to for the better understanding the yesterday's file. Uh, okay. So here is you know about the Fibonacci sequence. Anyone, please? What is the Fibonacci sequence? Okay, let's try. This is the Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence series. So here we will take the terms is equal to in integer. Okay. Then here input function, input, and here you will enter the number, how many terms you are required. Okay. Enter the number of the terms. Then enter a comma b is equal to 0 comma 1. What is the meaning of this one? The value of a is 0 and that of b is 1. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here for we want to pass above values. Okay. Use underscore here in range. Okay. Range we are taking terms which we will enter. Then colon sign. Colon sign is missing. Yes, now it's fine. Print a comma and is equal to, we have the code sign. Okay, keep it empty. And then the value of a and b will be updated as a comma b will be equal to b comma a plus b. A plus b. These are the new values. Okay. So what is happening there? If what is the Fibonacci sequence? See, if we have the first term is 0, then 1. Okay, next term will be get by adding these two values, 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is again 1.
Oh.
Okay, then you will add these two numbers, 1 plus 1, we have 2. Then next term will be obtained by adding these two values, 1 plus 2, 3. Okay, so in this way, this is the Fibonacci sequence, okay, or series. So here you can see to get the next value, we have to apply these two formulas. So this is the next value, which is getting by adding a plus b, and a new value is equal to b, as you can see here. Okay, this is the new value. So in this way, we will apply the operation. Okay, so here we have the print and then end. Okay, so this will start from A, and automatically this will go up to by using this operation which we write here. So the next value will be get to by adding the first two number. Okay, so in this way the values will be updated. If I try to execute to C, control and enter, I enter the number of the terms 10. Okay, so you can see first number is 0. These are the first two terms. Okay, 0 plus 1, we have 1. 1 plus 1, we have 2. 1 plus 2, we have is 3. 2 plus 3, 5. 3 plus 5, 8. 5 plus 8, 13. 8 plus 13, 21. And 13 plus 21, 34. Okay, so all these are updating from the last statement. Okay, and starting from A. And the number of terms which we enter here is whatever you will enter. So these are the terms. Okay, these are 10 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. These are 5. Okay, and these are the other are these are 5. Okay, so total are 10 terms. So in this way, you can generate any number of the Fibonacci series. Control and enter. If I am entering here 50, so you can see automatically this will generate. Okay, and you can verify. So this term must be equal to the sum of the previous two terms. Okay, if you want to check this term must be equal to the sum of these two terms. If you want to check this term, must be equal to sum of these two terms. Okay, so this is the Fibonacci sequence, and very simple to write the code. Okay, so see the use of for loop, and these are the various examples. Similarly, you can get the prime number. Okay, prime number from 1 to 100. These examples we tried to give you in the previous session. Okay, and the various examples are there. You must try all these examples. What is the meaning of a break loop? Anyone can please? How we can? What is the meaning of break loop? There are some participants from computer background. They know very well.
जी सर
Yes, please.
जी सर ब्रेक ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट करंट लूप को स्टॉप करके उस लूप से बाहर ना आने में मदद करती है.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try. See, here I have for I in range. Okay. and we are taking the range from 1 to 10, 1 to 11, 1 to 11. And here you will use a colon sign, right? Then if I, here we will apply the condition. If I is equal to 5, okay, break. Here we will use break. Okay, print I. So we can check here, control and enter. Okay, here is message in line number 3. First, second, third. Here. Okay. Then again try. If I equal to, okay, here the colon sign is also there. Okay. And
सर
then
ब्रेक के बाद नहीं आएगा कॉलन में भी?
yes. Okay. So if this condition, we have the range from 1 to 10. Okay. And here is the condition. If I is equal to 5, if this condition is true, okay. So at this value, this will break. And then print I, see, control and enter. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So as soon as this will achieve this value, the loop will break. Okay. If you are using here, if you are using 5, 9, see, this will go up to this value. If you are starting from 0, here you can start from 0 also. Okay, if you are starting from 0, you can take here. Okay, so these are 9 values. Okay, so this depends upon your range, if you are taking from 1 or any value. Okay, now it is starting from 1. Okay, so at this point, at this value, this will break. And you can have these values. So this is the break statement. Any doubt?
सर डाउट एक ये है कि जो आपने फैक्टोरियल फंक्शन यूज किया तो उसमें एंटर वैल्यू 10 की, तो वो आई की वैल्यू क्या है उसमें?
ये तो हमने वेरिएबल है ना, वी हैव टेकन द
सर
वैल्यू ऑफ द वेरिएबल, here we
नहीं
assign the
सर,
value. Okay,
फैक्टोरियल फंक्शन जो ऊपर किया हमने,
when this condition is true, here we are not assigning the value, here we apply the condition. If I is equal to 9, okay, when we are using equal sign, okay, this become comparison. Okay, so when the value of I will be equal to 9, this will stop.
नहीं सर, जो फैक्टोरियल फंक्शन जो हमने ऊपर किया उसमें
हाँ,
आपने एंटर नंबर 10 किया, तो ये इसकी वैल्यू होगी, आई की वैल्यू क्या है उसमें?
I is one of the number from this range.
मतलब
This
कोई भी नंबर हो
I,
सकता है?
this I is one value from this range. This range contain these values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the values in this range. Okay. This is the first value of I. This is the second value, third value, fourth value, fifth value, and so on. All these are the values of I. Okay. So if
सर
you
मेरे
want,
को
if you want to
सर
check
ये
this
वाला
part,
फंक्शन,
yes, please.
सर ये वाला फंक्शन आ गया है बस फैक्टोरियल में जो 1 + n + 1 लिखा है ना, तो उसका n क्या है उसमें, हमने एंटर वैल्यू 10 की, वो तो ऊपर वाले की है ना, जो हमने
The
जो
meaning
लिखा
of
था
this one
इनपुट
we
में,
have is
वो तो उसकी
10 plus
वैल्यू।
1. Okay, here the value of n is 10.
ओके ओके ओके
Okay,
ओके
that's why we have here is
ओके
11. The
ओके
value
सर,
of n
थैंक यू।
is 10. Okay, but here we have to use n plus 1. That's why this is 11.
यस सर, थैंक यू
Got it?
सर।
So practically, when you will use, so one less will be here when you will apply, when you will open this bracket, when you will assign the values. From the right hand side, this will be one less in Python. Okay, so the previous sessions where we discuss all these, just like the loop, just like the indexing and the values which we are assigning, etc. So all these are very essential in the fundamental. Okay, so these are small thing, but the use very careful. Okay, so as soon as you will try, when you are using all these, check what are the meaning of this one, and why are these values.
feedback
Okay. So everything must be very clear. Here is also one continue. What is the meaning of continuous statement? Okay, example, continue. See, we are using the same as we do here, but very small change. Okay, for I in range 1 to 11, then we have the same condition. If I is equal to, you can fix any value, but in the place of break, we are using continue. Here we are using continue.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, in the previous code where we have used for dash in range terms, sir, so where do you make use of that dash?
These both value. Okay, the values of A and B, which are in the series. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We assign here the terms, terms 10. Okay, so the values are starting from AB, but these AB values are in the 10 terms. Okay, so the each value is obtained by using the values of A and B by using this formula. You have the value of A and B. Then if you want to get the next value, then we are using this formula. By using this one, we are updating the values of A and B for the next values. Okay, for that, we are using here this one to update the values in the range of the terms which we are using here. Here we are using index I. I is the one variable in the range, but here we have two values. But here we have the particular range. Here we don't know the range, the values of the range, because all the values are different by, and all these we have only the total number of the terms, not the values. Okay, so here you can see we have the continuous numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay, in this range, but here we are entering only the terms. We have 10 terms, but all these 10 terms will be obtained by this formula. Okay, so as much you will enter the number of the terms, according to that, all the values will be updated. We don't know the which are the terms. So you initialize from this place the initial values by taking the value of A is 0 and that of B is 1. And if you want to get the next term, then we have to add the first two terms. So each time these values will be updated, and to get the next value, we have to add A plus B. So in this way, we are getting these values. Just like if you have, these are the A and B. See from this place, these are A and B. If you want to get the next two values, then what you will do? This is B equal to B. Here we have B equal to B. This is the value is same. Okay, then we have the next value, A plus B. Adding these two terms, 1 plus 1, and so on. Okay, step by step, these will increase. So we are using this formula to get the next values and starting from A. And this will automatically generate all the values for Fibonacci sequence. That's why we are using here underscore. Okay, there is a difference of this value and at this value. At this place, we know the values which are inside in this range. Okay, but here we have only the terms. We want to get the values of the terms. Any question? Now it is clear. Is it clear? You got the idea? The difference
Yes,
between
sir.
these two?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So in the case of continue, if I'm using here 5, okay. So in this case of the continue, this value will be skipped. See, control and enter. You can see at this point, the loop is break and then continue. This value is missing. You can see in this range. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 6. If you are taking here 7, control and enter. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 is skipped and then again it is continue. So this is the difference between break and continue. In the case of break, this will stop, and in the case of continue, the particular condition which you have applied, that value will be skipped, and then after it will again keep continuing. Okay. So in the for loop, we know the range, we know the values, we know the number of the steps. Okay. And what are the values? Number of the steps which we are required to, how many times of the iterations are required. But in the case of while loop, what do you mean by the while loop? Anyone, please?
Sir, there are numbers of iterations we don't know, but then we use while loop.
Yeah. In the case of for loop, we know the number of the iterations. But in the case of while loop, we don't know about the number of iterations. Okay. So this will work until we achieve the value. Just like we can have the count. Very simple example we are taking. Count example. Okay. So we are starting from 1, and here we are applying the while loop. While, then count is less than and equal to 10. Okay. Then print count. Okay. And in the case of count, we can have plus equal to 1. Okay. Control and enter. 1, 2, 3 up to 10. So if these are 1 to 10, Then why we are not using for loop? The for loop is the same meaning. If you will apply the range from 1 to 11, the same values are there. Okay, but here you can see the count less than and equal to 10. Here we assign the step size 1. Okay, so if the step size you are taking 1, then there is no difference between while loop and for loop. But if you manipulate this step size, suppose that I am taking 0.5. I am taking 0.5, control and enter. Now this thing not happen in for loop, but we can do in the case of while loop. Okay, so according to the step size, the number of the iterations will increase or decrease, and we can manipulate. Okay, until this value is achieved. So here you can see the range is increased according to the step size. Okay, if you will make this more small value, we decrease the step size up to 2. Control and enter. See now. Okay, so this is the value which is less than or equal to 10. Last value. Okay, if you will add 0.2 here, this will become greater than 10. That's why this is the last value according to this condition which we apply. Okay, so you can manipulate this step size. You can take here 2. You can take here 3. Okay, the thing is here we don't know the number of the iterations, but we know the value which we want to target, which we want to achieve. Okay, but here we know the number of the iterations, how many iterations will be there. So this is the difference between for loop and while loop. This is the use. This is the example. So you can try it. What do you mean by the nested loop? Anyone please? Nested loop.
जब सर हमें टेबुलर फॉर्म में डेटा को प्रिंट करवाना है तब उसको यूज करेंगे नेस्टेड लूप को.
For example,
जैसे सर रो एंड कॉलम फॉर्मेट में हमने डेटा को प्रिंट करवाना है तो उसके लिए हम जैसे उनकी कोई भी मैनिपुलेशन करनी है रो और कॉलम की तो हम नेस्टेड फॉर लूप यूज करेंगे उसमें.
okay, I'm writing here nested multiplication table. Okay, let's we try. So here will be 2 for loops we have to use. So first is the external and second will be internal, right? So here we are taking for I in range. We can take from 1 to 6, 1 comma 6. Okay, this is the one loop. Then enter. This is the second loop for j. Okay, in a range. We can take from 1 to 11, right? Then column. Okay, then after we want to multiply I and j. Okay, print. Here we are using function and placeholder. Okay, f. Then I have the code sign, and here first I have is I. Then I have times j. Okay, then equal to I have the product of these two values. I product J. Okay, and then use a quote sign. So can we check it? Okay, control and end. We can use one more function here. You can see here, this is the external loop. First, it will take I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1. Then J is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. The value from the outer, we are taking 1 and J will varies from 1 to 10. Then again, this will take the value of I is equal to 2 from this one. And then if the value of I is 2, you can see if the value of I is 2, then the value of J will vary from 1 to 10. 1 to 10. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 10. You can use here one like break, print. This will help you for better outputs. We can use here product 20 times. Okay, control and end. Yes, you can see. Yeah, this is the one part. Okay, from I equal to 1 to 1, and then this range. This is the first part. I equal to 2, and then this range. This is the second part. Similarly, you can have for 3, the value of 3, the value of I is 3, and J is from 1 to 10. Then value of I is 4, and J from 1 to 10. Okay, so all these will work in this way. So we have taken the value of I in the range 1 to 6. So this will go up to 5. This will go up to 5. Okay, so this is the application of a nested loop. Okay, one is the when you are using multiple loop, this can be 2 or 3, depend upon your program. According to that, we can use. If there are 3, if you want to use for 3, you can extend for the same also. But here we are using 2 loops. Okay, 2 is enough. Okay, so this type, if you are required to extend, you need a multiple loop. Okay, according to your operation, according to your multiplication, according to your program, you can use in this way. So here the operation can be anything. If you are using the multiplication, then you can multiply. If you want to use for addition, so here you will use the sum function, and here also you can use C. Okay, very frequently this will work. So you can have any operation at this place: addition, subtraction, multiplication, okay, and so on. So we tried for multiplication, okay, and according to this range which you have assigned at a place, this will work. Got the idea? This is the nested loop for multiplication. If you are required to get the sum of the squares, sum of the cube, can we do? Very simple. In Python, all these operations are very quite simple. Sum of squares. What is the meaning of sum of square? One square plus two square plus three square plus four square and so on. Suppose that n is equal to, I am taking integer, then this is the input value, then enter the number. enter the number. Okay. Here I have to use the quote sign, and here is also the quote sign. Then print only within 2 lines this code we can present. We have the sum function. Okay, inside Python, from the Python we are using sum function. Okay, I product I means I square for I in range, and range we can take from 1, n plus 1. Okay, see, control and enter. I am entering here 10. So this is the meaning of this one is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square up to 10 square is 385. We can take small value. We can take small value. Suppose I am entering here 2. So this is 1 square plus 2 square is 5. We know. If you are entering here 3, this is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4, and 1 square is 1. So total we have is 14. Okay, and now the result you have verified. You can take any value which you want to use. I want to calculate the sum of first 100 square values. This is the answer. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square and so on up to sum of 100 square. This is the answer. So first, in the very beginning, for the small values, you must verify your syntax, whether the syntax are returning the correct value or not. So small value will help you because all these values or the outputs we know. Okay, these are known values. Just like 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, we can easily do. But for the large values, if for the small value it is correct, then this will work for any value, any number of the values. And if you want to use for the same for cube, okay, so the same formula we can use here. I am copying, shift and enter. Okay, sum of cubes. What change is required? What change we required to change? Only either you can use
Multiply I.
or you can use this symbol.
I3.
Okay, so both are same. Either I product I, or directly you can write I cube. I product 2 times 3. Okay, so here this will work for sum of the cube. We can enter 3. So 1 square plus 2 square plus 3, sorry, 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube. 3 cube is 27 plus 2 cube is 8 plus 1 cube. So this is 36. Okay, now you can check the same for any large number. I am taking 10. This will be 3025. Okay. What is the harmonic series? Do you know about the harmonic series? Anyone, please? 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6 and so on. 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5 and so on. Okay. So if you want to get the sum of the harmonic series, any particular number of the terms, Okay, whether 5 terms or the 10 terms, quite simple, quite simple. Okay, so n equal to, we will take the same thing. I will copy from this statement. Okay, you will enter the number. Then we have to initialize, because this is a series. And in the case of series, we have to initialize. So if there is some, remember that if you want to add the values, then s equal to 0 you can take. If there is a product, then to initialize we can take s equal to 1 or p equal to 1. Okay, if you will choose value 0, then the product of all the terms will be 0. So when you have the sum of the series or sum of the terms, then always we can easily initialize by taking 0 value. And remember that for the product, we have to initialize by taking 1 value. So here x is equal to 0, then for I in range, we are taking here 1 comma n plus 1. Okay, this is the same thing. And here use colon, then s plus equal to 1 upon I. Okay, so I equal to 1, 1, I equal to 1 by 2, I equal to 3, 1 by 3. So the meaning is that 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 and so on according to the range. This will work. Okay, then print. Then print S. Control and enter. If we take here as the number is 10. Okay. So this is one I can write like in this way. This is the value 2.92. Okay. So see here by taking this one. If I'm using here 10. So what you can see, this is the first term 1. Then 1 plus 1 by 2 we have 1.5. Then 1 plus 1.5 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3, that is 1.833. Okay, then we have 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4, that is this thing. Okay, so as soon as the number will increase, the value will decrease. Okay, the value of 1.4, 1 by 5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, 1.10, this value will decrease. And that's why we have small change at this place. Okay, you can see. So this is the sum of first 10 terms of the harmonic series. If you want to use here, if you will skip here, so only the last value will print. Okay, so I am entering here 50. So the first sum of the first 50 term we have only 4.499. Okay, so this is the harmonic series. You got the some idea? Okay. So there are various examples. I will share with you one file, okay, which are containing. Yes, you can see I have prepared very nice file. I will share with you, and some of the part from this file I have present. Okay, so this file is ready for you. You can play with this file. Some of the examples I tried to present, some of due for yourself. Okay, so you can this example I have covered. This example also I have covered. This is the harmonic example. Then we have the power calculation. Okay, sometimes we are required power calculation, and we can have the code here. You must try GCD, SCM. These examples also I have include here because all these are the fundamentals and highly useful in machine learning specifically. Okay, we are required all type of the basic fundamentals, and all these operations which we use here will help you to write your code nicely. So these are the industry oriented Python programming. Okay, and these are the examples which we have choose. So the basic fundamentals are these. Okay, for loop, while loop, break, continue, nested, and the others are mathematical applications. So all type of the basic mathematical applications are introduced here. So this will help you to write, to understand the code, to manipulate by taking the different examples. When you have the new challenge, you can break, you can understand, you can write. Okay, the most important thing is only to understand the syntax which we are using here, how these are operating, how these are applying. So in the previous session, we have some, you can say, all type of the fundamentals function of mathematically we have provided you. So you must go through all this. So whenever you have such type of the problem, you can write the code and you can implement. So the examples are very small in size. Only 2 lines or 3 line codes are there, you can see. Okay, and everyone who don't have the any kind of the programming knowledge also can do easily. So for the Python, anyone can use and understand all this type of the examples. Okay, so the loops are very essential part when we are required to perform any task repeatedly. In that case, we have to use a for loop or while loop accordingly. Okay, so all type of the various examples we are giving here, and I think there are about 25 examples in this file. Yeah, 25 examples are there, and some exercise for practice we put here. Also, you must try these examples. Okay, so this is the all about the today's session. If still you have any question, please feel free to ask. Yes. So, dear participant, how about the today's session? Everything is going well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Suman Sharma, you are from which institute, ma'am?
Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar.
Okay, you are a research scholar, I think.
Yes, sir.
Great. Dr. Rachna, ma'am, everything is fine? I am not getting your voice. No voice from your side. Okay, Shifali, madam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everything is going well. Any issue or the challenge for you?
No, sir.
Okay, you are working where?
Sir, I am a student.
Which institute?
Sir, Eternal University, Himachal Pradesh.
Okay, Himachal Pradesh. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. How did you get the information about this course, this industrial program?
Sir, Dr. Pooja Sharma से
Oh, Dr. Pooja
contact.
Sharma. Okay, okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir, she is my cousin.
She is also
sister.
from Himachal, right?
Yes, sir. She is my cousin sister. Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Doctor, there are 4 participants who joined today. Okay. This is not the big problem. So the all the previous content as well as the recordings of the sessions, I will share with you in the same WhatsApp group. Okay. So the new participant who joined this program today, you are required to cover the previous sessions, and within 2 or 3 days you can easily cover. Okay. The sessions are about each 1.5 hours. Okay, you must listen the lecture first, and then thoroughly you can try. And also the script files are there. I will again share with you. So what I have to do, I have to create one Google Drive where day-wise content will be available so that anyone can easily access. And also the participants who are registered, you can get all this content from the Event Matrix Hub after logging the account. Okay, the recordings, the chat, you can do chat with us, you can ask the queries. But and there are some issues from the international participant, so we have to create a WhatsApp group also. Okay, so all the communications, there is no any gap from our side. We are using both as a WhatsApp group as well as uh, Event Matrix Hub. Okay, so at the both places, all the things will be available. So still, if you, Professor Giridhar Babu Anam, sir, how about the sessions, all the things which we are trying to present are helping you or not? Yes, Professor Girdhar Babu Anam. Uh, okay. JK, JK sir, yes. uh, you must try. First, you must try to convert the harmonic series into AP and GP. You can do easily. Okay, so there are various problems in the mathematics, and the most important thing is to understand the syntax and how we can convert the problem into the syntax of the Python. Okay, so this is the main reason we are giving the more examples so that following the same you can do some more problems which you are facing, okay, or which you are thinking. So once you have the idea how you can manage, you how you can write the syntax, how you can write the code, okay, and understand the syntax, and there are many similarities are there. So the previous sessions, first, second, third, which we have covered the content, also we are using in the today's session. Okay, so if you are always welcome if you have any question. Okay, and don't hesitate to ask any question. Sometimes we are hesitating to ask the questions in the group. Don't worry, the session is, all the sessions are very open, and also myself, I am very open-minded. Okay, so we are learning from each other. We all are the faculty members, and some of you are research scholars, and very less are student. There are only 3, 5 students, and other are the faculty members. Okay, so we are sharing our thought, we are sharing our knowledge. So this is the note of the problem. We all are the colleagues. So if you have any challenge, any problem, please let us know. And also, along with when you will ask the queries, we also learn. Okay. So when you will ask the questions, and sometimes it will be challenge for us. Okay. So this is all about the today's session. If there is no more question, you can, dear face, we can conclude the session. Also
Yes.
today I will share the feedback form, and I request to all the participants, please submit the same. Okay, so that we can get some idea how the sessions are going. Some of the participants are giving the feedback is very good. Okay, one or two participant I met in my from my institute also. There are some participant. Okay, so the feedback is good, and some are the non-participant. They are giving the feedback on WhatsApp, and two or three participant contact me through voice call. Okay, so still I need the feedback from everyone. Thank you.
As we conclude today's session, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Meher Chand for today's engaging and practical lecture on looping structures. Today's session introduced us to the power of for loops, while loops, break, continue, and nested loops, enabling us to automate repetitive tasks and writing more efficient Python programs. These concepts are fundamental to programming and are widely used in software development, data processing, automation, and artificial intelligence. The hands-on examples demonstrated how loops can simplify complex tasks and can make our code more organized, readable, and scalable. As you continue practicing Python, I encourage you to revisit today's exercises, experiment with different looping patterns, and challenge yourself by solving small programming problems using loops. I would also like to thank all the participants for your enthusiasm, active participation, and insightful questions throughout the session. Your consistent engagement and willingness to learn to continue to make this training program interactive and successful. We look forward to welcoming you in the next session as we continue exploring more Python concepts and their applications in AI and data analytics. Thank you all for your participation. Have a pleasant night and see you in the next session.
Thank you to all, and good night. The files which I present today, you can find in the WhatsApp group. Thank you to all. Good night.